What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video, day 4 of season 2. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to defeat the Grave of Venom, farm it on stage 6, get epic gear without using legendary champions. I gotta admit it, guys, it's pretty challenging to farm these dungeons on higher stages when we are so early on. We started with gray gear, then we got a few pieces of rare gear, and then we jumped straight to epic. The faster you jump to epic gear, the better for you. Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, we should be unlocking the second goblin. So the faster you're moving to the second goblin, and the faster you're going to be able to defeat this on higher stages, the more pots you're getting. That will allow you to create more teams, to work faster on your teams, and of course level them up to 90, then move slowly to 100. Getting that extra push early on is very, very important for the leaderboards as well, guys. So it's very important to kind of like make sure you're strategizing everything. Now, the new Grave of Venom, because it is a bit of a new boss in there with new skills, is a bit more challenging than the other one. So I'm going to show you what strategy I adopted to defeat this boss. But first, let me just quickly show you a thing that has been added to the game, just in case if you guys are not familiar. If you head over to events, it's strange. It's the very first time I'm seeing it. Link Discord. So you can basically link your Discord to the game, and you're gonna receive monthly gems and summons. They're not wow, but there is something, you know. So I linked mine, and I'm gonna collect monthly a couple of extra things. Seems like Discord, they are pushing to create something with the games, you know, like to connect them in a way or another. It's something new probably, or something that I've never heard of before. But hey, everything has a start. Grave of Venom, ladies and gentlemen. Stage 6, this is what I'm using. I've mentioned from the beginning that you do need to have a double tank sort of strategy if you want this to work. And for the moment, yes, I am using the top 2 best epic tanks in the game, and that's because I kind of like need to do it myself. Now, if you have different heroes available and you can tank them and they heal a lot, you can replace one of the tanks, not a problem if you don't have one or the other. How you may notice, I am taking all the hits, the initial hits, with Garius. I don't even have the elemental affinity for his radiance. I have it for poison and lightning, okay? So keep that in mind, that my Garius will be minus all these stats, and all that will actually go to Fredbart. I can do this, but only if I'm using food. So that's free. Just go and play on the map, collect a couple of resources, create the food, bang, defense up, and accuracy. Then, of course, I have Adolphus. He's going to shield my team. I don't think he's a must. You don't need to have a shielder. If you have a different champion that will heal a lot, you can use it instead. So if you have, for example, I feel like even Catherine could work. If you have Hexandra, champions that heal a lot will actually get the job done instead of Adolphus. I just had him leveled up, so I haven't actually went into to change him, you know. Then we have Yola, Lolita. She's in here for decrease attack. Now, yes, I do have Witch's Remains on her, which, guess what, is not something that's going to change this run whatsoever, because at the same time, I do have the Crown of the Unclean on Fredbart to gain more accuracy and defense penalty. Yes, gaining that defense penalty, it is very helpful to have Witch's Remains, but it's not a must in order to do what I'm doing right here. Then we have Sigrid, and I have Sigrid with a Spiritual Instance Burner because I want her to land the decrease attack. I want her to land the heal reduction on as many targets as possible, because these side minions, guys, they will attack, join the attack with the Harpy, but the more debuffs you have on them, the less chances for them to attack, basically, you know. So that's very, very important. I do have a bit of a preset because I want to make sure my decrease attack is not always at the same time. I'm trying to spread it out to have decrease attack for the entire duration of the fight. So Fredbart is only going to use his decrease attack a bit later. The positioning is very important as well, because as we are right now, guys, we are not dodging the first AoE because it's the entire map, but we are dodging this one. So this AoE is not going to hit my back row or Adolphus. It's only going to hit the tanks. But that being said, let's crack on with the run and see how it goes. You see, all the way from the beginning, Garius gets hit pretty damn hard. You know, he gets hit pretty hard, and it might happen that he might go down, you know. It's still not 100%, but at least I'm taking the 90%, you know? Having the possibility to farm epic gear so early on is absolutely game-changing, guys, okay? Literally game-changing, so keep that in mind. Gyarius coming in with a heal, beautiful. As long as we keep that decreased attack down as much as possible, we should be more than good, you know? I feel like I need to delay a bit Frorbart. Maybe just like a little bit longer, yeah, because we are missing the decreased attack towards the end part right here. So I gotta time it a bit better, because how you may notice, it's still not perfect. It's still not perfect. Sigrid doing her job as well, putting the heal reduction. Gary is still standing strong. Once we're gonna kill 2 of the minions, this is not going to be as hard anymore, because Gyarius is not getting so many hits on, you know, and that makes quite a bit of a difference. Gyarius has the Scarab, by the way, when we are talking about artifacts, you know, and that was pretty close there. He was about to get wrecked. As you expected, sorry, I kind of lost myself there. Level 125 versus level 70, you know, is definitely not something easy to do. But right now, we should be spot on. Even though we don't have the decreased attack, we are slowly putting a bit better. We have your Lolita, putting those stuns on the orbs, which, funny enough, they do help. They do help as well. So if you have Yola, definitely bring her in. So I chose to go with Sigrid and Yola. I can build much crazier teams on my account, guys. I have quite a few legendaries now, and I can definitely build better teams, but I chose to try different teams, like this ones, for example, just to show you guys what you could do as well, you know, to make it a bit easier to understand and easier to replicate. Because if I'm just bringing in legendaries, it's pretty pointless. Like, you guys won't be able to replicate the team. Some of you might be able to, of course. I'm not saying that none of you guys have legendaries or anything like that. It's just much harder to relate with the majority of the community, you know. And I'm trying to put guides out there for all of you guys, rather than just the elite, the end game, or the whales, the krakens, you know what I mean? I've seen clanmates that defeat this on stage 9 yesterday with unkillable team, okay? And yeah, it was absolutely disgusting on day 3 to defeat stage 9, guys, okay? Stage 9. Probably it will take me a few more days to defeat stage 9. I would assume, based on the current way on how I'm farming the other dungeons as well, probably it will take me 3 to 4 more days, I think. Maybe even more. Maybe even more. So here we are. Slowly we are taking the boss down. We took the orbs, and from here on is definitely much easier. The time as well is pretty good. We still have 2 minutes left, so it's not any sort of issues with the time to be like, okay, well, we're not going to be able to defeat it because, you know what, we don't have enough time. Not at all, actually. Not at all. And from here on, we're just solely focused on the boss. And yeah, Gyarius can tank it. Frorbart would be able to tank it as well. The reason why Gyarius is so much better to tank in situations like this than Frorbart is because of his passive that brings him that increased defense. That is massive, guys, okay? That's why in situations like this, Gyarius will overshine over Frorbart. But in other situations where you need the healing, you need a decreased attack, and everything to come from one champion, Frorbart is overall better. And seeing them together doing an amazing job is even better, you know. It's quite a bit of satisfaction seeing the best 2 epic tanks in the game wrecking this boss on stage 6 on day 4, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good. And there we go. 1 minute left, more or less. 83 damage. Bang. And what do we got? We actually got 2 pieces of epic gear, we got 2 pieces of rare gear, and we got epic materials as well that we're going to be able to use in the forge starting from tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So what do we have here? Not the best pieces, but you know what? We're gonna have to slowly make them work, you know? Let me just quickly show you the builds that I have on my heroes, guys. Because these are the only 5 champions that I have at level 70. I'm constantly utilizing the Clepsydra torrent. I'm constantly resetting champions and changing teams for everything that I'm doing. Goblin, Grave of Curse, Grave of Venom, everything. Literally everything. So this is my Adolphus. How I mentioned, a different healer, a good healer will work instead of him. So he does have the Antinias Tiara, gaining a bit of extra shield. And total stats on him, 22k HP, 855 defense, 62 enlightenment. The rest doesn't really matter. Then we have Garius, how I mentioned with the Scarab. I did manage to get a couple of epic pieces for him, and that's from the Grave of Curse, because I managed to farm higher stages on that as well, and most probably all of you guys will be able to do it as well if you are looking to do higher stages on here. And I try to do, like, I think I've done 6 or 7 runs in the Grave of Curse before, just to get a couple of sets to use on my tanks, to be able to move from stage 5 to stage 6 on here without using legendary champions. So that's pretty good. The Scarab helps a lot. You've seen especially at the beginning, because he's almost getting killed. 36k HP, 955 defense, 20 skill haste. The skill haste does help with the healing. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's for sure. Then we have Frorbart. He has the Crown of the Unclean, and he has one epic set as well, the Granite Hammer. This gives me HP. 32k HP, 1165 defense, and 69 accuracy. The accuracy will be important, okay? If you don't have enough accuracy, and you gotta make sure you're using food. I cannot do it without food, by the way, so the food is very important. But that's for free. You just gotta play the game and get it, so nobody can complain about that. Then we have Lolita. She does have the Witch's Remains, but I already have the Crown of the Unclean. This helps me a bit too. The reason why I have it is just to gain more accuracy on her, basically, you know. And I have her built on two blue sets of gear right here, just to gain more attack. 21k HP, 570 defense, 1284 attack, a bit of crit, and 53 accuracy. The main reason why I won't be able to move to the next stage from tomorrow, just to be straight off the back, will be the accuracy. I won't have enough accuracy to do it, you know. Then Sigrid, again, 2 sets, 2 rare sets. And I have a Spiritual Incense Burner, just to gain more accuracy on her as well. 58 accuracy. We have 20k HP, 600 defense, 1091 attack, 32 crit rate, a bit of crit damage. And yeah, that's it pretty much, guys. That's how you get epic gear from stage 6 on a Grave of Venom, guys. From day 4, to be more specific. And then we're looking to move to legendary and all the way to stage 9. But this will take a little while. I'm definitely convinced that I won't have a chance to do this stage as it is right now, so I'm not even gonna attempt to do it. I'll be farming stage 6 for the entire duration of the day. I still have this stamina. I haven't farmed my stamina from the battle pass yet. I can do that. I can purchase my daily one right here. Let me just do it, actually. And yeah, I'll be getting ready to farm some Goblin tomorrow. Goblin 2, hopefully. And that's pretty much everything for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.